Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by San Remo, Bue family.
Another surprise!
Out of the blue,
You want that with fries?
out of the blue. Come with me across the sea on a barbecue. We're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies.
Out of the blue,
You want some chili with those fries?
out of the blue.
When you think of Sardinia, Italy, you're thinking of white sandy beaches, beautiful blue waters, rugged wild mountains. Well, there's a lot more to it than that.
Today's episode comes from Cagliari, Sardinia's capital, situated down south of the island at Nuoro in central Sardinia. And today we soak up some unique Sardinian culture, fossicking around the San Benedetto markets. Meet an artist that makes rock sing, and of course, cook up a bit of seafood. But first, we're off to the grotto.
I'm in the grotto of Bue Marino, and I have to say it is simply breathtaking. Now, I've been in caves, but I've actually never been in a grotto, and a grotto is by the sea, and the seawater here is crystal clear.
Characterised by very clear waters and the candelabra hall with its very characteristic calcium formations. The cave's history hints at human inhabitants, using it as a shelter or maybe a temple. The grotto can only be reached by sea, and the guided tour takes about half an hour.
After the break, Michael goes to Pan de Zucchero to cook up a tasty treat.
Pan de Zucchero is the name of a rock formation here at Nazua Beach on the western side of the island. Just the kind of beach I like. Clear blue water, shady umbrellas, and because we're in Italy, a restaurant. The owner of this restaurant is joining me to cook up a San Remo Pearl Couscous with Cockles and Mussels.
You know, every now and then, and it's few and far between, you find a slice of heaven. And I've found that today. It's the most beautiful place, and it's full of beautiful people, including my guest that's going to help me cook this wonderful marinara today, Arianna. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for your time today. Now tell me where we are. This is the most beautiful spot.
Okay, we are in Sardinia and we are in a beautiful place that is called Nazua Beach.
It's fantastic. Now you're going to help me make this today. You'd probably do it a lot better than me, but anyway, today we're going to use some olive oil, and we're using clams and some mussels.
Okay.
But plenty of olive oil first. And I'm going to make first a sofrito, which is a little bit of onion, yes, just a little bit of this is anchovy. What do you call anchovy?
Acciughe.
Acciughe in Italiano. Here we go. We've got this going. The next thing you can pass me is the garlic.
Okay.
Please cook that off. Thank you. And in the supermarket we went into today, I found some wonderful little pepperoncinos,
Okay.
which we've cut up there. So we might put all of those. Oh no, leave those. They're like that. And we were just stirring that around. Thank you for that. Now tell me about your lifestyle here. What do you do all year?
We do boat tours, surf school, we have a restaurant here, and we live in this paradise for 6 months.
Dory, beautiful, thank you. There we are. Put some of those. And aren't these beautiful in Italy? And particularly here in Sardinia, they're just so ripe and full of sunshine and juice. Now that is looking really superb. Now, could you please pass me the San Remo Pearl Couscous?
Yeah.
This is going to go in now, and it's important to have a reasonable amount of oil in there so it doesn't stick, which it's trying to. I think if you can pass me the wine now.
Yeah.
So there we are, look at that. Oh, look at the beautiful colours.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll add that in, about a cupful. That's about it, I think. Now if we can put in the stock that we've got there. Okay, that goes in there. Pour that in. They call this brodo in
Italian.
brodo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now you have to close it and then,
Close it
yeah.
and go for a swim.
Okay.
Arianna, this has been going now for about 10 minutes, and I reckon we could put the seafood in now.
So
what do you... Cozze? So you probably use half of those. Now bear in mind these got stacks of water in them, so... And about half of those too.
Vongole.
Vongole. So half of those in. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Just sort of stir those up there. Like that. Put the top on. Now we just have to wait for it to
Yeah,
cook.
for eating.
Easy. So tell me about pan di zucchero.
Okay, pan di zucchero is this big highland in front of us, and it's called like that, I think, because it's white, so the name is sugar bread.
Sugar bread.
Yeah,
That's
means
what it means.
sugar bread.
Now look, I think this is going to be looking fantastic when I take the lid off. So here we go. Ready?
Ready. Wow.
What do you think?
It looks very good, but
But not as good as Mama.
I think it's very good.
It's very
Yeah.
good. Thank you for helping me today. You've been an absolute treasure.
It was a pleasure to
Okay.
have you here.
So there we have it, San Remo Pearl Couscous with vongole and mussels.
Don't go anywhere. After the break, Michael meets a man that makes rocks or sing.
You know, sometimes all it takes to lift the spirits of a community is a little imagination. And here at San Sperati, a very imaginative chap decided to turn it into a museum village. Pinuccio Scioli, in the wake of the youth protest movement in the late 60s, rounded up his artistic mates and set about creating wonders of art around this small village. It actually became a place for artists to experiment with the various mural painting techniques. Pinuccio Scioli was first recognised as having artistic talent when he entered a few works in a school competition. Everyone that visits him here in San Sperati are fed a meal and then taken on a tour of his open-air gallery.
I've come all the way to San Sperati to meet a famous artist, Pinuccio, who makes these singing sculptures. But for the life of me, I can't pin him down.
Pinuccio discovered a love for rocks, and as you can see, he makes them sing.
che noi adesso sentiamo la vibrazione, ma la visibilità è in quella più grande, oppure in quell'altra di là.
Through to your body, because that's calcium, same as our bones. And it's the reaction of sound and vibration. Marble, sandstone, limestone, granite, trachyte, basalt are his favourites. He sections the stone, removes material with his intersecting cuts, which he then arranges in geometric figures or rippling curves, and what a sound they make. This would have to be one of the most extraordinary experiences I've ever had. Rocks, laser cutter, chisel and hammer in the hands of this man create magic. From musical rocks to the San Benedetto markets, I check out the local produce to inspire Adam's next recipe. The main market in Cagliari is the Mercato San Benedetto. This is the central market, both in terms of location and size, and it's reputed to be one of the largest covered markets in Italy. You know, the thing I really love about visiting markets is you get a sense of the heart and soul of the place you're in. You know, not only from the food that's sold, of course, but also the people selling it, and more importantly, the people buying it.
Scusi signor, limone?
Limoni?
Good quality?
Spagnoli questi.
Spanish, from Spain. That's it, beautiful. The best. Spanish lemons. As you walk in, you are taken aback both by the sheer selection on offer and by the electric atmosphere of the buzzing city market. There's an abundance of seafood for sale which you'd have difficulty finding anywhere else. If you're hungry, which, let's face it, you will be when you're surrounded by all this food, then why not indulge in something a little different? The thing about these exotic markets is you see things you don't normally see at home. And you know what? I love it. It's so different. So you're getting this in a cone, which is quite amazing. Yep. Grazie. Okay. Yeah, simple as that. You know, one of the sad things when many people travel, they really don't come to these places. They don't venture out. You should do it because you never know what you're going to see. The smells, the noise, it's something you can never tell anyone else. You have to do it yourself. And you'll see things like this, the ultimate packaging. Spada di pesci. Pesci di spada.
Pesce spada.
Is this all here? Wow. That's beautiful.
Mediterraneo, sardo,
Yeah.
Sardinia.
You want me to cut some?
Vieni. Vai.
There.
Michelino.
Michelino.
Aia. Dai.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look. Hey.
Vieni, Michele.
What's that? Where?
Facciamo anche la guardia del corpo.
There we are. It's all sorts of fish here. It's quite amazing. Hey, is that all right? Is it good? Perfetto.
Bellissimo, perfetto. Michele.
San Benedetto is open every morning from Monday to Saturday, but it's probably best visited from Tuesday to Friday. Now that's if you want to find the best stock and to avoid the crowds that descend on it from far and wide on the Saturdays.
Michael, I was really impressed with that recipe cooked with Arianna.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
With couscous and a few other odds and ends.
Yeah.
But you're doing one today that's almost vegetarian.
no, it is vegetarian. 100% though.
Okay.
This one today is using the San Remo Pearl Couscous. Now, my big key tip for couscous, in
Yes.
particular the Pearl Couscous. We need to toast it off first and get a little bit coloured and brown and caramel. 1 cup of the pearl couscous. Basically about 1 cup there, okay?
Yep.
In it goes. Yep.
Sprinkle it in.
Sprinkle it in.
Okay.
Nice, you like that?
Beautiful, yeah. Impressed.
It's raining couscous. Listen to that.
Okay.
Now, back onto the heat. Now it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes just to start cooking away.
Well, it's browning up a little bit now. Is that what you're aiming at?
That's what I'm looking for, Michael.
Okay. So have we got enough water?
Oh, we should be all right. So in with the first cup, please.
Okay, that's 1 cup.
Yep. One more, please.
One more.
Now at this point, drop your heat.
Yep.
Lovely.
So what are you doing now? Just letting that expand, absorb, and
it's going to double in size.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so that will take about 10 to 12 minutes. And just making sure that all the couscous is covered with the liquid. On with the lid.
Yes.
All right, Michael. Look, I need you to start cutting up some of these Lebanese cucumbers. So whilst that's cooking away, we're going to make the salad. So we have some Lebanese cucumbers, cut them nice and thin. Some radish again, bit of a zing and refreshing taste. Mint, parsley, lemon juice and lemon zest. And we're going to mix it all together with some beautiful cherry tomatoes.
Oh,
now,
yummo. Okay, you do that. It's looking good.
Look at that, Michael. Look at the couscous.
Yeah,
doubled in size. So we're just going to take the lid off and allow it to cool. If I was going to add it now, obviously the heat from the couscous is going to wilt all our herbs and go brown and no taste whatsoever.
I am paying attention, but more attention here to the cutting the onion up for you without cutting the fingers.
Yeah, you're doing a super job,
because you want that fine, don't you?
Yeah.
Is that fine enough?
Yeah, that's as fine as a fairy's anyway.
Fairy's wings.
Yeah. So I want to get all this into a mixing bowl. Okay, Michael, we need to pick some herbs. You keep cutting the onion away.
Okay.
Look, no need to chop your herbs. Just tear them off. Some mint.
Now you want this sort of torn up too, don't you?
Torn up as well. That's the way. Have a look.
These
some
cut
pepper.
up too.
Olive oil, Michael.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
Good extra virgin olive oil.
Impressed. Yep. Very impressed.
Okay, in you go. Beautiful. I'm going to ask you to slice me 1 lemon, please.
Yep.
That's it. Thank you. All right, give that a good squeeze. Good
sumac.
pinch of sumac, please. My hand's got the oil on it.
Over there.
Keep going. Couple
more.
pinches, yes. Want that zesty flavour. Now, Michael, this is nice and cool.
Okay.
So I can do this straight into the pan.
I reckon this could be our lunch, couldn't it?
I think so. And then just toss it all together. And look at the pearl couscous start to coat. Can you imagine this going to the table? Centerpiece, maybe some grilled lamb, some fish.
And that is sensational.
I see how easy it was, the pearl couscous. Seriously, people get a little bit scared cooking couscous in general. There's no need to. It's just take the time and you'll reap the rewards.
Okay. Yeah, there you are. Well done.
So San Remo Pearl Couscous Middle Eastern salad.
I hope you've enjoyed Sardinia, an island heaving with colourful characters and diverse culture. So join us next time and ciao for now. For recipes and more, visit outofthebluetv.com and like us on Facebook.
White sandy beaches, beautiful blue to do it again. Sorry.
Out of the Blue proudly brought to you by San Remo. We're family.